Episode 178 of Cleaning Dishes. I hope everyone's doing immaculate today. You know what I'm saying? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm a little saucy.
I'm sussing for you. I'm going through my. Don't.
Don't play with, don't be dishonest.
Start understanding this logic.
It's your boy Thomas
Back
here.
and I'm better. Want you bad as ever. Don't need now. The baby is whatever. It's not.
Now you want to stop? Look at my homie from Boys to Men.
Which one was that?
The one of the D boys.
I know. I remember his name. Michael.
Thomas.
It could have been Thomas.
Ussery.
Oh, okay. He could have been Thomas Ussery.
Baby, I'm sorry, girl. I know that this traveling back and forth ain't work, girl.
You gotta keep telling them. They can't hear you in the back.
Baby, I'm sorry, girl. No, for real. Episode 178 of Clean Dishes. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's having a good time. We are recording again on a Friday. It's September 24th, 8:44 p.m. in 10 seconds.
It's the day after somebody's birthday, huh?
Yeah, Maurice.
Who's Maurice? Is there a documentary or anything about him? So we can know.
There is a documentary about Maurice.
Where's that?
It's written, directed, and acted out by me. Oh man, that's actually true facts though.
You about to say the true fact?
I see a true thing.
True thing.
We introduce ourselves, but
you need no introduction.
I know.
It's birthday boy, aka
T. Usrino Jr.
aka
Mahogany Drake,
aka
damn. Oh, it's Hoku Tommy,
aka. He says he.
I don't. That's all I remember.
Sauce King called that nigga saucy.
I am saucy. Nothing's in this though that I know of.
Torn up Tommy, like.
My people be selling y'all tomorrow, bro.
Damn.
I ain't got enough water to take care of this.
Damn.
But no, it is me, Thomas. Those that know me, y'all know me. And I'm here with my co-host,
Mr. Fantastic, bounce back like elastic, don't melt, cause not plastic. Y'all in the building, about to get sauce. I'm about to get where he at. You know what I'm saying? I got my drink and my two-step. Got my cup next to me.
So far ahead of you.
Hey, but you about to be so far gone.
October's on. Oh yeah, September's on.
September's very on. SVO. Yeah. He said September was right on. I'm done with this dude.
It's about to be one of them ones, huh?
It's about to be one of them ones. One of them ones. That's bad. One of them ones. That's the name of this episode. One of them ones.
Write that down.
About to right now once I find the joint you shared to me.
You got touchscreen?
Get off my computer! Get off my computer! This is why you can't have niggas around your shit. That's why you can't have niggas. It's touchscreen. He gonna start.
You didn't answer fast enough.
This one of them ones. As we said, this one of them ones. This clearly is one of them ones.
Oh man, my ribs hurt. That's my stomach. Yeah. So how's your week been?
Good, busy. Keep my head above the water. This week I celebrated 10 years of employment. My first time working a job for that long. Any job. 10 years. It's like, yeah.
That's a lesson for real.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like, damn, 10 years. I didn't even know. Like, I just got an invitation. I was like, what's this for? I was like, 10 years? It can't be 10 years. Now I did the math. I was like, holy shit, it's been 10 years.
You sure it wasn't an invitation to the Willy Wonka factory?
I'll go if I got an invite. I'd be careful, but I'd go.
Oh, yeah, of course you gotta be careful doing that.
Damn, you come out just a disguise for what R. Kelly's chocolate factory?
Alright, congratulations on your 10 years.
Like, is this me? Does Willy Wonka look a little bit like a black guy?
Congratulations on your 10 years. I'm happy for you.
Appreciate you. What about you, man? How was your week? What you do?
My week's been pretty good. Honestly, I've been studying up and learning about film editing, which is it's been pretty good so far. My birthday was Thursday.
Thursday, September 23rd.
Yeah. So
I'm 33 now.
I am 33, yeah.
Yeah, we same age.
How you feeling?
33, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You excited about that?
Yeah, I feel like my motto this year is fuck it. That's basically my motto should be. I've always said it in the past, but I never like lived to it. So hopefully, like this year, I can stay with the whole like fucking mentality. And what I mean by that is just like going after wherever you want, like not playing no more. Like if you want it and you actually did the research and whatever you do, like fuck it. Even if you didn't do research, fuck it.
That happens.
Excuse me. Sometimes you just gotta go like get it and see how it is later on.
That's real. That's fair.
But we'll see how it goes overall.
No, I get that. I can get that. I can understand that logic. Sometimes you do gotta have that attitude. So that fucking attitude, just do you.
Yeah.
Just do you by all means. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to doing nothing else.
That's what's up.
Ooh. I'm looking at how many gigs I got left on my hard drive. I'm like, I gotta clean up the show.
Yeah.
I'm at 24.
Yes, a little bit.
24 Jack Bauer. You ever seen 24 before?
That show?
Yeah.
I ain't watch it.
Man, that show was revolutionary for real.
My cousins watched that show a lot. They always talked about it. I never watched 24. I never saw Swordfish.
That is crazy as shit. How you never seen Swordfish?
I just didn't, bro. Like it came on. I think I turned it on and I just walked away. I don't know. I don't even know if it was on any platforms.
It was on Netflix. Last time I saw it. So do you know who was in that movie?
John Travolta, Halle Berry,
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I don't know after that.
I think Don Cheadle was in it too.
I don't know after that.
That's like one of the movies where like one of the important lines was believe half of what you see, none of what you hear.
Mm.
And like Halle Berry was in it, and she was like bad as usual, like bad, real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming around the line with, but yeah.
She's bad team.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Bad teams.
Bad teams.
Nah, but
one of them teams.
That movie came out, it was like ridiculous.
Yeah. I remember there being a lot of hype behind that. I remember dudes always about, oh, Halle Berry's in it, she's naked or something. And I was like, oh, really?
She wasn't naked, but she definitely was in her t-shirt and her panties on.
That's how I lie.
No, for she was like in her bra and panties. And like, I don't think we saw that before from her. And so when we saw it, it was like, You know what movie I did see? Was is it like Basic? Do you remember what movie that movie? I think it's called Basic. With Tay Diggs? Not Tay Diggs, but Tyrese?
Nah, this one. I don't think it was Tyrese. I don't know what dude was.
Oh, side note, Halle Berry's directing now. She has a movie coming out soon. It's like I think it's her directorial debut.
Really?
Yeah. From what I've seen, it's giving me $1 Million Baby vibes because like it involves boxing. It involves MMA. If I'm being real. But I think she's starring acting in it. But
I'm slow because you said $1 Million Baby. I was like, baby on baby. I was really trying to think of $1 million. I was like, oh shit, a boxing joint. It took a minute to register.
I'm mad you didn't think about Max B when I said that, but it's okay.
Yeah, no.
You know who Max B is?
I know Max B is.
Big Boss Big Avell. Silver Surfer. You know who Silver Surfer is?
Not you referencing Max B. No.
Oh my god.
I know who Max B is. I don't know nothing else beyond that point. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, hip hop started out in New York. Then from the concrete, Max B grew.
What you got next on this podcast, bro?
We'll talk about that another day. Well, yeah, you never seen a Swordfish, but we have to talk about that. We're gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, never seen Swordfish. That's on this week's to-do list is to watch Swordfish.
For sure. Because we keep watching this John Woo flicks that you love so much.
They not John Woo, first of all. They not John. Don't disrespect John Woo either.
That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful to call it John Woo movie. It ain't his movies.
I guess that's definitely true.
Disrespectful to John Woo.
So
DJ, that's the original DJ Woo. I'm done.
Yeah, that was blasphemy. It's on both people.
DJ Woo?
Yes.
He was a DJ Woo kid.
I see. I was gonna take it there. I was like, he ain't gonna do that.
Of course, I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna take it all the way there, and then tell you not to be disrespectful after I do disrespectful stuff.
So we recently watched Birth of the Dragon. This is on Netflix. It's directed by George Nolfi. Writers is Stephen J. Rivele and Michael something other. Starring Bill Magnesium. And you what?
Sir, hold on.
What?
Okay, like I was listening to you reading the names and I was trying to drink and do shit and I was listening. I was like, okay, no, it's not like you like you were in a spelling bee and you weren't wearing ink.
All right, look.
That's what it sounded like.
I'm one thing. Look at this. Look at the starring names, right? And Billy, what? What does it say after Billy?
Magnesium. Magnussen.
Magnussen. I was close. The mag part. I could say magazine, huh? Billy Magnussen. U-Z and Phillip Ing. How you pronounce those two last names?
You got it. You got them. Them shits was nah. That nigga name was spelled Y-U space X-I-A. You shall?
See, look at that. You shall. I fuck with that.
That's you shall.
How you pronounce the NG? No good?
This nigga. It's pronounced nigga. Like no, Phillip nigga. Like no, nigga.
Don't do that.
Phillip nigga.
Cause you gonna have me out here really pronounce that shit, nigga.
That might be a NG out. Well, usually is that how they spelled it, or is it like more letters and you just missed them?
That's actually how it's spelled.
NG. What? Yeah, nah. I couldn't tell you how to spell that. To pronounce that last name.
I'm working out. So,
He's gonna go with nigga.
Birth of the Dragon is based on the true events of Bruce Lee facing off against Wu Jackman. So, this is
What's his name? Hwang?
Wang, what is that?
Wu?
Oh shit. Wang Jackman. I've been drinking, y'all.
He gonna fuck with the woo.
That's my fault. I definitely said it wrong to set you up for that. But yeah. But
that's what started playing when he walked out. Oh shit!
That's just a fighting theme song.
Yeah, when he got off the boat, he's like, "You don't." No, he got the plane like, "Fuck with the oh shit."
So this movie made me kind of question life a little bit because this isn't the Bruce Lee I grew up on. And so first off, which is most important, is based on true events. And so to give a little bit more backstory on what the movie's about, Wang Jackman was he's a Buddhist monk, if I understand correctly. Mm-hmm. And they had where he was at, they had an exhibition against another school of martial arts. One thing led to another, and Wang lost his composure, and he kicked someone to the point where they almost died.
Yeah, it's a friendly exhibition. Keep that in mind. So friendly meaning like usually in those there's like no full contact and things like that.
Right. And so he took it too far. So basically, it was like, "Yo, you wildin'. You gotta go somewhere else with that shit." And so they sent him off to he went to the USA, right?
Yeah.
He went to USA, trying to define himself. And this is where I started questioning reality. Bruce Lee was like an arrogant dickhead, and I was like, "This isn't Bruce Lee, bro." Like they made him sound like he was just a wild boy that didn't give a fuck about nobody but himself. And so, like as I'm watching it, I'm already trying to battle. I'm trying to come to grips with the idea that like maybe Bruce Lee was more human than I thought. And as the story progresses, like a lot of things lead to another. I don't want to give away the whole movie, even though we probably will later on. But me growing up on Bruce Lee, I understand he was a movie star or whatever. But even like the real life movies that we saw, Bruce Lee was like a real humble dude. He kind of was like really wise, but he used to beat your ass though. He'll give you some pause.
And it's kind of funny you say that because I remember Bruce Lee. I've never seen Bruce Lee be as arrogant as he was. Bruce Lee was white boy arrogant in this movie. He was rich white boy arrogant in this movie.
Yeah.
He was rich white boy arrogant in this movie. Like that's the level of arrogance. Them niggas like, you know my dad is like they don't give no fucks. Like
well, he wouldn't say that. He just
right. He wouldn't say it, but the level of like yeah, fuck you was there, and it was just like wow. So. In this movie, so I don't remember him being that arrogant, but he was definitely always cocky. He was always cocky, like even
he was confident, bro.
He was cocky. Remember, he would like walk into a whole school knowing he was gonna beat everybody in that bitch to fuck up. Like,
that's different. He was mad.
And then be like, y'all come over here and eat the paper, and then
that wasn't even so true story.
And then like, but that's the character he always played. He always played a character like that.
No, he
would go in name a movie where he wasn't the character that was going in and just beating niggas to fuck up. It was him versus the world. In every movie, he went there beating every nigga to fuck up.
French Connection. They started beating his ass first.
And French Connection.
Yeah. I'll put that in my life. It Change Connection? Change Connection. My bad. Mm. The movie was based in France. That's what threw me off. Or Rome.
Relax. Go sleep.
No, for real. It's one of them locations, bro. I promise you. No, for real. I think the name of the movie was A Chinese Connection. It was based in Italy, Rome, I think it was. And how that movie starts off was he made a promise to his uncle or his grandpa that he wouldn't fight, and he wore a necklace. So anytime he was about to get in a fight, he would take his clothes off, wherever, and he would see the necklace, and he was like, "Man, God damn it," and put his clothes back on. So you're not a real martial arts fan, bro.
That wasn't a Chinese connection.
When was it then?
It was a Chinese connection.
All right, I'm gonna look it up right now because you're wrong.
Please bet me. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
How much you trying to bet? Imaginary 5?
All right, imaginary 5.
I'll put Chinese food.
Okay, you hungry.
I'm not though. Chinese Connection, Bruce Lee, 1972. I can't tell this is it now from looking at the cover of the movie.
Yeah, I can't either.
Am I getting this confused with Fist of Fury?
I can't. Honestly, this is one of the things where I can't tell you. Like, I have to go with what you say. I feel like in some of his movies, he was always a little bit cocky. Like, he was never like, I'm gonna get my ass beat. He was always like, I can fight. I know I can fight. And like, whoever I'm fighting, he'd be like, you here. Now, like, I'm saying, even in the gestures, he'd be like, you here, now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he was also gonna fight. Like, but even when he wasn't, he was just like that. Like, he just moved over like that. But he was never arrogant white boy. Arrogant rich white boy. I never seen that. He was like, oof. But some people, if you read different things, they say he was like that because of the fact that because of his nationality and where he was, and the things that he was trying to break into, he had to be like extra. He had to be extra because people he was dealing with were extra. Because he often was dealing with people who were just as cocky, like, my style is way better than yours. We'll fuck you up and all kinds of stupid shit like that.
But no, so Ip Man, for example, Ip Man was like, he was respectful, but he was like, he had a line of like, you never cross his line. But he like, if someone was like, my style is better, he was like, oh, that's cool, that's good to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, over here we do good training and stuff like that.
Right, but Bruce Lee would be like, I'm gonna fight you.
Ip Man wouldn't do that.
Right, Ip Man wouldn't. Bruce Lee would like, I'm gonna fight you. Like, even when he went to go with Ip Man, if you remember in Ip Man, when they portrayed him in Ip Man, what was he doing? He was all kinds of extra. He was like, in the grand of the movie, but ideally, that's similar to what happened. Like, he started showing him, I could fight, train me.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, nah, that's not how this goes. He's like, no, fuck that. Your way is the old way. I'm doing a new way. It's my way. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't think he did that.
He did that. Even in the movie we was watching, he did that. He said, there's the old way. They come and send somebody over here to kill me, blah, 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 to fight me.
I think every movie that comes out now is going to do it. It's just going to try to throw dirt on Bruce Lee. Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't think so. I think there has to be... I don't think someone would make up a complete... If I'm making a movie about a person, I don't think someone's going to make a complete... Like, what's the word I'm looking for? A complete... Based off a true story at that. Make a complete, like, yo, this is how this nigga was. They might add some elements to the movie to make things different, but I don't think they necessarily change that person's personality trait to be, like, completely different. Like, if you was a quiet, humble dude, they're not gonna have Samuel Jackson playing your character. And you gonna be out there, yo, I did it, like, oh, fuck out of your snakes! Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be doing all that shit. Like, what in the fuck? Like, you wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they were far off from the truth when they portrayed that.
I think so.
I don't think that. I think they pulled that from somewhere. They might have emphasized it for the movie, but I think that was there. Because even in some of the books that you read about him, that was there.
So that's where I have to stop because I haven't read any books about him. But at the same time, it's like I'm pretty sure he has his own like autobiography or biographies like from his estate, and that's what I want to hear.
Yeah, but I don't remember him. I don't remember him ever being that level. Like the level they showed him at almost made me like disgusted with him. Like,
it's the point where I don't even like Bruce Lee. Like if I went off of that as like my idea of what Bruce Lee was,
like this dude was.
I'm
like it make you be like, I see why somebody tried to kill you. Like for real, like if you was that disrespectful, bro, the way they showed him, it would justify a lot of shit. It was like, okay, I see why somebody tried to take you out. Like you were just mad crazy. Like it was like really bad. I was like, ugh, like it was.
So that's what fucked me up. I was like,
he wasn't that bad. No matter what I've seen, I've never seen him being that bad. I've heard he was very confident. I will say that. I heard he was very confident, and he wasn't gonna back down like just because you stood up. Like, he definitely wasn't no bitch. He was far from being a bitch. Like,
like I can do confidence. I prefer confidence, but arrogance, that's where it's like, all right, that's where I draw the line.
Because arrogance is above cockiness. Cocky is like, I know I'm good, and I can prove to you I'm good, and I have no problem proving it. But he damn near went looking for trouble.
Yeah.
Like he was at the level like arrogance is looking for trouble. They had him damn near looking for trouble in this movie. I was like, I don't remember him being like that, but I didn't know Bruce personally.
I mean,
like I didn't know him personally like that. I seen him a few times. Yo, what up, big? But I didn't really know him like that.
All right.
We called him B Lee in a way. It's like, yo, B Lee. He's like, what's up? What's up?
I'm trying to think, like, cause we watched this movie. It was like a good like hour and like 40, I guess. It was an okay movie. It wasn't like I wouldn't suggest anybody watch this. That's not true.
I would, cause I would suggest watching if you're a martial arts fan, if you like to see a pop potential what Bruce Lee could have been like in person. This may be one of those things. I can't say for sure. Most times you see interviews, they always say he was nice, like he was a nice dude.
See what I'm saying?
Actually,
so like, see what I'm saying?
They don't.
They do.
No, they don't. They talk about. They always talk about. Whenever I heard people talk about Bruce Lee, they always talk about him from a training aspect, or from like it was always a student talking about how he trained them and how he was really good. But I don't remember. Maybe his wife talks about them. I don't remember him ever being like. I'm sure he was nice to his wife. Obviously,
I'm gonna say like,
you know what I'm saying?
The wife point of view is gonna be biased. Of course, you're gonna speak.
Right, well, but I don't remember people like, oh, he was super sweet. I remember people being like, I don't remember everybody like Bruce Lee was the nicest guy ever. Like, I don't remember that ever being said about him. But I don't remember anybody being like, he's a piece of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I'm saying, but like being nice is like that goes without being said. Like you're a trainer, you're a teacher, you're a trainer.
Right. You
train Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now.
Like everything I've heard about Bruce Lee has always come from the trainer aspect, or from the martial artist aspect, never from like the personal aspect.
But this movie takes place before he became like a movie star and like before he created Jaquet. So that's where.
What's it called?
Jaquet.
Jaquet. Do you want to? What do you want that? You want to look it up first?
Wait a minute.
How much you want to put on? How much you want to put on that?
Put a measure 85 on.
Measure 20.
God damn. No, you good. How you pronounce it?
G. Like Jake. I'm sure.
I was saying it right. I just said it in an English accent. No, I'm British.
JETKUNEDO.
JET, right?
EET. So it's G.
Oh, all right. I'll give you that.
I was like, Jackie, what?
That
nigga over here saying Jackie, yo. It's like, nigga,
no, I ain't giving you that.
Like,
I'm not giving you that.
I thought you were gonna say Jackie Chan at first. He said Jackie Chan. I was like,
as I said at the same time, I was like, this sounds kind of. I was like, you said city. I'm like, all right.
I was like, hold on, dog. That's not it.
I'm like, am I slurring my words?
Like, yeah, no. Chikundo.
Yeah, like overall, I just felt like I had a bad taste in my mouth watching this, especially with like the slander of like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I agree. I had to agree with you. Yeah, after everything, thinking about it overall, yeah, I had to agree. I had never felt like, oh fuck this nigga. I never felt like fuck this nigga after watching the movie. I definitely like fuck Bruce. That nigga was rude. Like, and I was like, nah, I'm just bugging, bro. Like this movie, they just portrayed him this way in this movie. I had no idea how he was.
I almost popped some popcorn just so I could throw it at the TV screen.
Like, boo! Beat him! Like, that was bad, bro. Like,
shit was terrible.
Like, yeah, it was. I was like, oof, I don't know about that part. But overall, the movie was like, I mean, it's fighting in it and stuff like that. The idea, some of the fights was cool. But as you said, too, one of the things I was kind of dope about the movie was it's all prior to him being a movie star. Because from what the understanding I have.
But nobody becomes a movie star becomes humble. If you are,
it wasn't him become. He was already trying to become a movie star. Remember, he already had made a movie, but he didn't become a movie star. He didn't get humble because he was a movie star. He got humble because of the fight.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got humble because of that, and that's the other thing. Is that what happened? Did he get humbled? and that's who people met. That's when he got famous. Up until that point, he wasn't famous yet. So that could have been the case. He could have been a piece of shit before he got humbled.
Man, I don't want to believe that shit.
I was like, I mean, and people change. I mean, if I got my ass, I'll probably change.
That much?
Like, I mean, who says it was a lie? He probably just calmed down some. Like, I go out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he actually does change as a person.
You start thinking differently. You start talking. And then he starts talking about different things, like water and shit like that. Like,
he did.
He was out to talk about water whipping and stuff like that.
All right, what would you?
That's not moving like water. Maybe water whipping.
What would you give this movie?
Probably like 4 water whips. Not like 6 lunches.
How many?
6.
Oh, you better than I am. I was gonna give it 5. 5 going towards 4, so 4.5.
Okay, that's fair. Like, I can't as you said, I wouldn't recommend the movie. I was like,
It's out of 100.
Oh,
I'm like,
oh my
it's
god!
top 10, top 10.
Damn.
So you said you gave it a 6.
I gave it 6 out of 10 200. Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting more towards the 4.5.
Yeah. It's as you said. Watching the movie, I think if anything, it just worsened. It just fogged up my vision of what Bruce Lee was. It didn't give me any real enlightenment, other than he had a fight with this dude, which I knew about. That was a given thing. That's like, if you know Bruce Lee at all, you know one of the biggest things in his history was he had this secret fight with this dude. Well,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Okay, I knew about that. A lot of documentaries talk about that. That having this fight was not documented, wasn't recorded, or there was like one recording of it, something like that, and they never released it type thing. I think it wasn't recorded, and there's very few witnesses, and they talk about the fight. They never really talk about who won or who didn't win. But ideally, a lot of people kind of said that, like, yeah, like they had to fight, things was different.
Right.
But but other than that, I do feel like the movie didn't really change. It kind of helped draw his timeline, if that makes sense. Like, oh, this is timeline. So he did this movie and did this. That's about it. But that's what you could look at a picture. Oh, so he made this movie, he shot this movie, had to fight, and then started making a movie, again, got famous. Cool. That's it. Like, I didn't need a whole movie for that.
I feel like there are a lot of documentaries about Bruce Lee, and then none of them mention like this shit.
Because what do you mention about something you know nothing about?
Like, I mean, that's why him as a person. Not the fight. That's why him as a person.
As a person. Again, like I said there earlier, most things that I know of him, that I've heard of him, always come from the perspective of the artist, and that could be because he always was in the mode of the artist, like of the martial artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always thinking in that way, always maneuvering that way, because that became his life, like maneuvering as a martial artist. So I couldn't tell you why, because it wasn't until after that when they started talking about him getting. Later on, he was getting sick because like his diet and stuff like that. The way he was working out, so damn hard that like he only had like very little fat on his body and stuff, and all kinds of complications happened because of that. So I was like, I don't know, but.
Like, so the documentary I saw, which is on ABC, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. That's the first documentary I've seen of Bruce Lee. This is like, it came out in 1999, I think they said.
I don't remember which one I saw of Bruce Lee. I saw a couple of things with Bruce Lee. I don't remember. I just don't remember people saying he was super nice. I just remember all them talking about how nice he was with his hands. That's what they. I mean, he was super nice.
That's the biggest
with his hands.
I think that this was his son played him in this movie, I think.
Brandon?
No, my bad. Because Brandon Lee definitely was a
white boy.
Who was in the? Oh, he's unrelated to Bruce Lee. My bad, wrong person. But yeah,
his son was named Brandon, right?
It was. He played the Crow.
Mm-hmm. Then he died too.
Yeah, he did. Damn. I think he died in the same or similar way of Bruce Lee.
That's what I thought. That's nuts.
Yeah, so watch Birth of the Dragon on your own accord.
I like Hwang Jackman's character because he was always trying to be like, yo, I'm trying to chill. I ain't trying to fight.
When I envision a Buddhist, that's what I think of.
Yeah, like someone who knew he knew he did bad. He's like, now I'm on this journey to a very humble person, humble myself and keep calm and all. Yeah, that to me felt very real. Like that felt realistic. That's why I envisioned too.
Right.
I'm trying to be cool. Like I ain't trying to fight you, bro. Like, look. Nigga, why? Let's talk about this though, because we're gonna get away over the movie. Why was this white boy trying to get everybody caught up in his shit because he liked this girl? So
I didn't know if we want to talk about this. I know it's gonna take up the whole episode.
We ain't gotta get that far, but I'm saying like,
no, you gonna have to. This is annoying as shit.
Because it's okay. So one of the biggest plots, of course, there's always gonna be somebody white involved. This white boy likes this Asian chick, and she's basically like kind of being forced to be a servant to somebody. Because she was in the U.S. illegally. And so the idea was like, as long as you stay in my rules, whatever, as long as you stay working for me forever, I'll protect you type shit.
Right.
But I'm basically like indentured servant type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she was told, it was, anyway, the white boy falls for her or whatever. And like, he finds out that the girl's like, they're being a servant at this place and like, he wants to save her. And he ends up getting all these other people caught up in his shit to go save this one girl that he just met like yesterday.
It wasn't yesterday. It was like a week ago.
That's yesterday. Like, y'all saying the idea is that you don't know this girl from a companion. You don't know this girl well enough to be like, I love her so much. I need to free her and rescue her from the grasp of this person. And you do all this shit only for her to be like, but I want to be here. Like, my friends are here.
It wasn't that. She was like, yo, my friends are here. She wanted to be free.
No, I wouldn't be here. My friends are here. And then he was like, all right, we want y'all to save all her friends. And then you had to go through this whole battle. The monk had to like stop being himself, had to go back to his old ways and shit. I'm getting back to my ways just because you like some girl. Like I can't stand when someone makes their
problem everybody else's problem.
Yeah, their dilemma, their priority, a priority for everybody else. Like that's not.
I agree.
No, I do that shit sometimes. That shit, like, no. That's not, like, just because it's a priority for you and it's important to you, don't mean I give a fuck.
So, I thought that part was annoying too. And also, if it's based on a true story, that dude's a piece of shit. And
I don't know about that. I don't know if that was even in there, to be honest. I think they had to put a story. I think they had to make it more interesting.
Personally. And I was about to say that next. Like, the idea, like, they needed something to propel the story to this end. And that was the closest thing they can come up with. But if you're watching, you're kind of like, why they doing this? Like y'all don't like. He's a big boy. He can handle his own problems. If you want to save that girl, go save her.
And he gonna trade master. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. Nope.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I tried to tell
Night
you.
of the Kings. Night of the Kings.
Night of the Kings.
What's that? Oh, you saw this. I didn't see this.
I'll make it brief.
No, you got to talk about it. Here.
So Night of the Kings. This is on Hulu. Directed by Phillip Lacote. Writers is Phillip Lacote and
I think that's Philippe, isn't it?
That's Philippe?
Is that Philippe?
Oh hell yeah, Philippe Lacote, and Delphine, Jaquet. Thank you. And they all kicking in.
It could be Jaquet. I don't know.
What's it being? So Knights of the King follows a young inmate on his first time in prison. Upon meeting the big man in charge, the inmate is in charge of telling a story that may determine his life.
So I'm gonna ask questions you can answer. So you say it takes place in prison. Where is this prison?
So I don't know. I know it. That's something crazy.
I was like, did you watch the movie?
I did, but it was like so basically the whole cast is all African. I think it was like Ivory Coast or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it was like in the tropical area. Like the prison was in a forest in the middle of nowhere.
So it's like some third world shit. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was to the point where like the inmates ran the prison. Like,
so it's definitely some third world shit.
So like the guards were there and shit, but like the inmates determined what would happen and what didn't happen. Because at the end, of course, most prisons like the inmates outnumber the guards.
Okay.
So that's cool.
All right, cool. And so you also said that. So the inmate, what was his story like? Like it was like he was a young inmate. Like, do you know what he did? Why he was in there? Did they give you that at all?
They never confirmed exactly what he did, but basically we get under the impression that either he killed someone or he was rolling with people that were, in a way, forming up a gang.
Okay.
And
so but he was willingly there. Like it wasn't like
he wasn't there against what he was willing.
Oh, okay. So he was into some dirt. So essentially he was into some dirt and got caught. Okay. I guess that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, I guess trying to determine like, was this movie coming from a place like I'm an innocent man in jail? Was like, no, I was doing some dirt and got put here.
He was doing dirt.
Because that kind of changes your attitude towards how you view a person.
So that's the thing. So we never see him do anything.
We just knew he was there.
Yeah, like gives you by association type shit.
Yeah, and he was willingly there, so it's like yeah.
Right. And so like that's how the movie starts off for the most part. Because I think actually no, I'll tell you that when it starts off, he's in the back of a truck, handcuffed, and they're driving up to the prison. Yeah, so like once he meets like the actual warden of the place, he's like pissed off to the king. He's like upset because like he's so young and shit. But when you go inside the prison, it's like young kids there too. Either that or he's like a midget. But the age range varies from like I think one dude was like damn near in his 60s or 70s. One dude was blind. So yeah, they had a whole plethora of people. They was all black.
Oh wow! How you said how old was he? The kid?
I think he was 17, 18.
Damn, so possibly 17, 18, up to 60 something, 70
something.
Yep. Jeez. That's jail. Y'all all be in it.
I mean, a lot of times you put in juice, but once you get tried as an adult, you go to big boy prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the ones. This movie was interesting to me because at first I didn't want to watch it. I was like, I'd rather watch something else like a little bit more lighthearted, something more like friendly, whatever. But I was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some like black movie, whatever. And it was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything crazy, but they did a reference to City of God in the movie, because the boy was telling a story. He was telling a story about his friend that died, and when he was telling a story, he was talking about how he came from the same city that they talked about in City of God. And so those that seen City of God, like that was like that's like a real like that's a hood movie for sure. And I only a lot of people seen it. You don't think so?
No.
What?
A lot of people haven't seen City of God.
No, bro.
No, a lot of people haven't seen City of God. Like you'd be surprised about people that don't know what City of God is.
Have you seen City of God?
I only seen City of God recently. Remember? It was like within the past like few years I saw City of God because I never seen it before. That's what I'm saying. Like City of God, I'm not saying because I haven't seen it, but City of God was not a hood joint.
Damn.
It should have been, but it wasn't. It just went. That's a woof. That's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. But yeah, no, I don't think like that's not more of a hood movie than Paid in Full was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh fuck.
Like it's not.
No,
it's not one of them. Like if you saw it, it probably was because you lived in the hood. But it wasn't a hood movie. That makes sense.
It's an indie hood movie.
Yeah, like
okay.
Like yeah. I'm gonna Chuck Jones. Like yeah. Like,
I think my brother put me onto that movie. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, but I don't know. Cause I was like, yeah, I remember I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think my brother put me onto that.
I never heard of it until like I got until you mentioned that one time I went and watched it. I forget where I watched it at. I remember I had to watch it.
Honestly, I think you watched it here.
I watched it here. We was living here when I watched it.
Okay.
So it was like the past like few years that I seen this movie. I was like, yeah, that shit's nuts.
Yeah.
That shit was nuts.
Trying to think how to describe City of God. So basically, City of God is
I thought we covered that on one of our episodes, didn't we?
Probably not. Is kids toned down with black people. The best way I can describe City of God without giving away too much.
Kids toned down?
Yeah. You ever seen Kids?
No, it's kids toned up.
No. Kids was bad.
City of Gods was bad.
The theme and subject matter and how Kids ended was way worse than how City of God ended.
Okay, so Kids was disease and City of God was violence.
Yes.
That's that. Yeah, yeah. If that's if you compare it that way, then yes.
Because I think we think about that. I think
all that CDs and stuff like that.
Because I think the whole friend group had it. And Kids.
Oh boy did. I think oh boy.
Oh girl, then oh boy.
I'm trying to think. Oh boy had it for sure because he had it. Oh girl had it. And then oh boy had. Oh yeah. That was bad.
Majority of the friend group had it, bro.
Yeah, but in there, yep. Cause she was big salty because old girl was out here smashing all crazy and have it. She had it one time. That's one time and got it. One time and she had it. She fucking had it. She was so upset about that. And then she would go tell old boy. And before she even gets to him, he was already about to basically essentially cheat and be with somebody else. And he gave it to that girl. Woo! Outrage, outbreak. That really was like,
was crazy.
Damn, and you know what's crazy about that, bro? Like, that really is like if you was in a room full of people, that's an actual depiction of what that's like. That's like if you was in a room full of like 10 people, that's what Kids was. Kids was about that. Kids was the idea of like you be in a room full of 10 people. This is what was happening.
Yep.
This is what happened. This is exactly what happened. Like, this is the reality. This is truth. Yeah, no, that's wild.
So those that don't know what we're talking about, the it that we're referring to is AIDS. So, to the information, if you will. It's funny because I haven't seen Kids anywhere.
I saw Kids more recently than that. I only saw Kids because I didn't see Kids as a kid. I saw Kids as an adult. I was living here. We were living here when I saw
in this apartment.
Yeah,
really.
I saw Kids because I watched it. I don't remember how I watched it. I remember because I was talking to somebody at the time, and they told me, like, I think they told me about it. Have you ever seen it? I was like, no, you should check it out. And I watched it, and I was like, oh, they're in this.
So that's the biggest surprise. It's like, especially if you've seen it like currently, and you go back to watch it, you're like, oh, all these people are in this shit. Like that's crazy.
Kids takes place was filmed in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was like the early 90s.
Early
95-ish maybe?
95 would be nice, yeah.
Like, so it's early 90s. So half the kids listen to this and like, what? 90s? That's a real thing? Like, yeah, like the 90s. So you're seeing like characters like Rosario Dawson's in this.
Shia LaBeouf is in there.
Shia LaBeouf was in there. He was like a kid though in this, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think this was before even Stevens.
Yeah, it's well before that. I think it's really like his first thing because he's like a kid. Like he like goes to the door or something like that. I forget what it does.
Even Steven, I think it was after Kids.
Yeah, but I'm saying when he
I'm talking when he did Kids.
Yeah. But yeah, even Steven's definitely way after that for sure. That was good too, actually. But anyway, yeah. So like you've seen all these characters as kids, in the movie Kids, and so you're like, holy shit. And when you watch it, the idea behind it was to I guess put the fear and the awareness in young adults that like, yo, STDs was a very real thing. Cause mind you, during this time, I feel like AIDS like commercials and stuff like that was huge.
Yep.
It was still very big on AIDS. Like we were still ignorant to AIDS. Like people were still very much so like if you look at somebody wrong, you could get AIDS. Like it was very much so like that. So like remember that?
No, yeah, like true.
I think even up to this point, we were much better about it, but we were very ignorant to it.
For sure. And
I remember this movie was basically almost a scare tactic to get kids to not have a lot of premarital sex, and stuff like that. Because there was all kinds of like, yeah, it was bad. That movie was real. Yeah, that's another one you should watch. Anyway, that's off the joint, but that's another one y'all should I would definitely recommend checking that out. That's a good movie. It was like, oof.
So fucking Kids and City God. If you haven't seen those two movies, then you got research to do and shit.
Ignorantly enough, the sidebar movies have been better than the action movies we watched.
Yeah.
Kids was a pretty good movie. Oh, don't watch it with like a date. Don't do that because y'all both gonna get you like, maybe we shouldn't do this. Like y'all both not gonna put a condom on, bro. Because y'all both you're not gonna be able to watch Kids. Like, let's go have sex. She's like, yeah, you know what? Like,
I made the mistake of seeing It Follows on a date. That was the worst decision I ever did.
Yeah, good. We get on top of it again. I think we talked about that already, anyways. But
we did.
That's another good one. Check it out. But anyway, let's move on to the Squid Game on Netflix right now. It just came out like
I want to say the beginning
September, maybe.
Yeah, we can go with that. Actually, no. We relate on this a little bit.
Are we? I don't know.
We are in a sense. Because like I think it was out. I think it's been out for 2 weeks.
It's been out for years. Let me see.
I think it has been, but it was on Netflix until recently though.
Released on September 17th, 2021.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure there's like new episodes on the joint.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, because Dan was like, "Oh, yo, I was watching this joint. It was good." Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Dualistic. He put us on. He was like, "Yo, check this out. It's actually pretty good."
He did.
I watched it. That shit was fire.
I'm glad I watched it.
It was fun. You take Saw. Yeah, Saw, because Saw involves puzzles and games. So you take the idea of Saw, and but you make it an MMO.
No.
Because it's multiplayer.
Alright.
It's massive multiplayer. Was it not?
I'll give you that.
And y'all had to play these games to survive. And it literally was a Saw MMO, so it wasn't a video game. It was like real life, like these, basically, long story short, oh shit, you have the joint here. I can read that. You can read it. Go ahead.
All right, so Squid Game, directed by Dong-Hyuk Hwang, directed and written by him, starring Greg Chun, and Stephen Fu. What if you can play 5 childhood games with other contestants to erase all your debt? The catch is those that lose the game lose their life.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. So it's a Korean-based movie. So everything is Korean based. If you're talking about childhood Korean.
Show.
Yeah. It's Korean, show. I don't know how this is. But anyway, it's all Korean based. So they're playing these games, doing that stuff, and the idea, as he just said, is that you play these games to win, and if you lose the game, you die. That's how that goes. And the idea, what it is that the whole reason I'm playing is the game. It's the winner. At the end of the winner in the end gets a whole bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
There's they start off with like 456 people or something like that, and basically for every person is $1 billion pretty much. Because you can get 4. You can get
it was less than that. It was
like $1 million per person, I guess.
I say 1.5 would be a nice round number.
Yeah. So you can basically every person's worth so much money, and when you add it up do all the math, the total's up to like 4.56 billion.
That is facts.
That's what it was, and yeah, so which is still a lot of money, a whole lot of money, and so the idea was that you had these people were basically essentially you're captured, not against your will. You basically end up in this facility. You don't know where you are, and you're forced to kind of play these games. You don't play, you die, and break rules, you die. And they put you in messed up situations. Like they put you in all kinds of situations that mess with your psyche and stuff like that, and then make you go play these games.
Right.
And it was just dope because like the way they did it, like it wasn't scary. It's not a scary movie. So I say saw it because it's about playing games for your life, but they weren't scary. Like the first game they played, I think was like a
it was a red light, green light.
Right. So just to give you an idea of what kind of games they're playing, they're playing child games, and so the show has some really good like connection. Like you see people like trying to build bonds or relationships to like team up together so we can like do better and stuff like that. You see they have a little bit of everything in this show. And they do a good job of capturing all, like making you feel certain ways for people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Making you feel hatred for some people. Like, fuck this person. Like, I hate this guy or whatever.
It's one of the things where I only hated one person on the whole show because everyone else I kind of like understood your why and why you did certain things. Like, I get that. One person I just was like, you a snake ass person, bro. Like, you just a snake. And you're so snakish, bro, that you must as well have like a little slither in tongue or whatever.
Yeah. He did a good job, though. I think that, to me, the acting was a point. It's hard to say because when you don't speak the language, I guess it's harder to convey whether it was good, but it was good to me.
It was good to me. Like,
Yeah,
I felt it.
Like, I believed everything people were saying. Like, even though the one crazy character, the young lady.
Oh, yeah.
She's a crazy character. She did a great job. At least her character to T. Like, everything was dope. Like, even to the last game. I think it was 6 games. I thought the 6th game was the last game, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then they crossed the glass.
That was the 4th game. But they said it was the 4th game. So you had, spoiler alert, you had Squid Game, you had the mirrors, you had red light, green light, you had the stencil thing with the
cookie.
Yeah. Marbles. That's 5.
Oh, and then they hit that shit in between.
Yes.
All the extra. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was pretty dope. And they captured from different sides. That's what I thought was unique was how they had like, I guess you would say 2 different stories going on because one person from the one side trying to figure some other shit out, and then you got people who actually playing games. So I think that was pretty dope. Like they coming from 2 different angles at the show at the same time, which I thought was really dope.
I forgot about that.
Because it didn't distract you; it kept you pretty focused, and the games they had to play were pretty interesting. Like, oh, how do you play the Squid Game? What's called Squid Game and stuff like that.
It helped intertwine. That's what I thought was dope too. Because like cultures are so different, we play different games, but they're honestly kind of similar in a sense. Mm-hmm. Like Squid Game itself is basically just tag with a little more version.
Yeah, definitely more physical version of tag for sure.
It's like I guess it's like it takes the idea of like sumo wrestling.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, because you gotta be pushing. Yeah. It was to me overall. This one was pretty good. I definitely would recommend this one. It wasn't a long watch. But it definitely was fun. You're like, oh shit! Like I'm actually glued to my seat right now. I'm like, next one. Like it was pretty good.
Yeah, we definitely went on a small little binge a couple of nights.
Yeah, because you figured we started in like what? I want to say like a Monday.
Yep.
Monday, if not Monday, Tuesday, and we finished it like within the week.
Yep. Like, we finished it Thursday, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we finished it last night. Yep. That shit was good, man. I enjoyed that. I think that everything we watched on this list, that was by far the best thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like hands down the best. Like if I'm giving it a rating, I'm gonna say like a solid 8.
I was thinking the same thing. 8.
Solid 8. That was like it was strong. Good stuff in there. Like
nothing was wrong with it. Just like nothing was wrong with it. Like I said, it was a good show. It was a good show.
Right. It's not something I would watch like over and over and over again.
Right. When someone put it on, I'm like, oh yeah, this is good.
Like, pay attention to this. It's pretty good. Yeah. It wasn't a whole lot of like twists. It's not a whole lot of crazy. So it's not hard to follow. Sometimes shows are hard to follow.
True.
This show was not hard to follow. You can just watch it. Okay, pick up. Okay, this is what's going on.
A lot of people are really surprised, or like they're new to this type of genre from Korean shows and stuff like that. Because remember we watched Alice in Wonderland?
No, it was
Alice in Borderland. Alice in Borderland, and that's like kind of like the same lane of like games and consequences of death. And so
Battle Royales is what they usually
Battle
call
Royale.
Battle Royales, yeah.
Remember watching Battle Royale for the first time?
Yes, that's right, I do.
I was like,
did you ever play this is off base a little bit, High School Rumble?
High School Rumble or High School Rivals?
This was High School Rivals.
High School Rivals with Batsu, he had a blue jumpsuit.
Yeah. That shit was hard. It was High School Rivals, right?
I never played that game, but I played Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and Batsu was in that. But I really wanted to play High School Rivals. I wanted to play that so bad. I wanted to play that so much, bro. You have no idea.
Let me see.
But if you haven't seen, like, if you are a fan of Squid Game, you would like Alice in Wonderland because kind of the same thing, in a sense, because Alice in Borderland is more. It's a lot more going on. You have to like actually watch it because like the game's more detailed, more intricate. If that's a good word to use. Because like, they actually explain the rules and shit of the game in Alice in Borderland.
Rival schools. That's what it was called. I'm sorry guys. So you were saying High School Rumble. You were saying High School Rival. I was saying High School Rumble, and I was like, no, it was Rival in there.
Rival schools, yeah.
It was Rival Schools.
Because that cover was hard.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah, that cover was super hard.
That was sick. But yeah, sorry. We're talking about fighting and all that stuff in Battle Royale, and it reminded me of that.
No, but like, things like that help influence like shit from this generation. Cause I'm pretty sure like people play the game and was like, oh, that's hella cool, and they took that idea and other ideas and made it one thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so somebody made a TikTok about how so I started watching what's that shit called? Star Wars Visions. I didn't finish it, but I watched like 4 episodes in. They're like 15 episodes each. It's on Disney Plus if you all haven't watched it. And a lot of people were saying like it's cool, but it has too many Japanese influences, and they didn't like that, whatever. And some girl was like, Yahoo Hours, and I was like kind of proud of her, or whatever. She was like, yo, like I can't understand how I watch so many. She said, what she saying? She was basically saying, basically like on the side of the other person, but she was being a smartass about it.
Right.
And she kind of like showed images of how the old school Star Wars movies had took inspirations from like all Japanese, like not only movies but also from the culture and shit like that.
Right.
Like honestly, like verbatim of like Japanese people did this, they did that. It was like wasn't that far. They basically moved the logo a little bit to the side, and they was like, yeah, it's original now.
Right.
And I find that shit funny because like not many people understand where inspiration and art comes from.
Yeah.
Like,
even to the title of things, your emperor and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
That's more of a that was more of an Far East thing than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like the emperor, this and this, that, and the empire.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I find it funny because to me we talk about Tenet, it's this idea of like I wonder what movies he saw where he got that idea from.
Yeah. We should do a Nolan. I think what's his birthday? Ryan's birthday. We should probably do like a binge on his movies.
Yeah, I'll be down for that.
Because not all of them, but some of the ones we really like, or some of the ones.
We watched majority of them: Dunkirk, Interstellar, Tenet, Inception.
I think he has some other ones though.
Oh yeah, he does.
Some like ones we've never seen. Well, you might have because you know the ball.
Machinist. I think.
What about Ex Machina? I'm done. All right,
he knew that. I think he did.
He said he didn't do that. That nigga dumb. Oh shit.
No, this is Machina.
I was being stupid. I was being dumb because you were saying machinist, and I was trying to say machine real wrong. So I was saying machina. Like, oh, like.
No, that's a good movie. That's why I was like, oh, he just got the movies confused. No.
Like, no, I was being dumb.
No, I'll be down for that though, because I think it's like you're right. It's like a few movies I'm missing.
Yeah, I was never big on director per se. I just watched movies. Yeah. But like his movies, as I was watching them more, and it's obviously a lot of it's from you because you put me on so much. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it that I watch, I'm like, I could see why someone really fuck with his shit. Like, yeah.
It was Inception that put me on. When I saw Inception, I was like, all right.
Like, see, I didn't know that was him. I just knew the movie was good. You know what I'm saying? Like I see, as you when you start to say things, you start to see the pattern of like the mind fucks. You're like, oh, okay, yeah. But like, yeah, at the time, I didn't know it was him. I was like, this was good. This was good. That was good. This was good. Like,
like it's only a few directors that get that for me. Like Spike Lee's definitely one of them.
Yeah, I gotta get. If I'm watching Spike Lee joint, I gotta get the one shot where they're like on like a seat or something and he's just moving through everything.
Oh, that's an actual thing too. I can't remember.
You would know what it was. You the director, boy. Honestly,
it's a Dahlia effect or something like that. Cause like on my TikTok, it was like they kept bringing it up a lot because like I guess it's like a really popular thing that people do to like create suspense and tension within characters and shit.
Yeah, that should work. They did a lot of his movies.
Yeah, that's one thing he does. I think that's like his trademark for him. He does that shit in like almost all his movies.
You always want to get one of them joints.
For sure.
At some point. Yeah, at some point that should be hard. Like, cause usually it's like right at the point where everything's caving in on them. Just right when it's happening, everything's like you see the pressure's building up. It's just right before they break or some sort, or something happened and they get saved. Like, but it's right at that point.
He did it in Crooklyn. No, a few times in Crooklyn.
Yeah.
Inside Man, which I was surprised he did that in that.
I don't remember Inside Man.
Slip Owen, Denzel Washington.
I remember Inside Man movie. I don't remember the scene where he did it.
Oh, Denzel was the one in.
Okay.
In it. But yeah.
That would make sense. Then Inside Man was hard.
That was a good movie. That was a good movie.
That was hard. I was like, oh shit.
But I was say it before I forget. So I'm gonna hate this, but we gotta do since we gotta get ready for October, we gotta do scary movies. So
we gotta get Charles. We gotta call Charles, so he gotta make sure we gotta get Charles on somehow.
I would like that
because Charles loves scary movies. Shout out to Charles. Hit up Hey Charlie. Hey _ Charlie. I think that's his name, right?
Yeah, I think it's an X in there before or after.
Hey X is Hey is X Hey. Hey Charlie. Look up Hey Charlie. Those who don't know, we'll put this thing in the bio so you know who to look up and put it right here. Put it.
Please.
Charlie. Tag Hey Charlie.
My boy had to be forgetting shit.
Because he has a whole channel dedicated to like watching scary shit, and he let it be scary, little bitch ass. What's up, Charles? What's up, bro? You gonna hear this later on? 2 weeks from now, we gonna get a text like, oh shit.
I'm not even looking forward to this, bro. I really don't want to do this shit.
Why? We want all the demon ones. I know that's what you like the most. You like them demons and devils, right? Ain't she bad? That's what you like the most?
To follow up with them, she bad, but about demons is crazy.
Maybe on demon time. What do we calling these girls out here?
They call them succubuses, but yeah.
What? A succubus?
That's a sexual. It's a overall. I think it's a sexual female demon.
I don't know if it has to be just female, but yes, you're right.
Because I think, if I remember correctly, it's one for males and one for females. And they say
the males are freak body balls. Yo,
that was a good one. I'll give you that. Nah, I'm not looking forward to this, bro. Like,
why? Don't be scared,
nigga. What?
Don't be scared, bro.
I'm like spazzing out a little bit. I'm not watching Hereditary. We already watched that.
Camp Crystal Charlie is his scary one.
Oh, is that new?
No, I think it's been out for a minute.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So you got Hey Charlie, I'm Chucky, and then there's
that boy be creating, dog. Damn.
But just go to his channel, his main channel, Hey Charlie, and then go to his channel, check him out. He's got different ones you could follow. But definitely check out his scary stuff. He got stuff on there. He be reacting and stuff, and he's stupid, so it's funny.
That's great advertisement. I'm not trying to watch that shit, bro. I don't know.
Yes.
I think I could watch Hereditary again.
We won't have to watch that. We already seen it, and we already talked about it. So you have to.
Oh, bet.
You have to watch that. That one, I would say that is up there as far as like not because
it's not really scary.
It's just creepy.
Yes,
it was creepy. They did a lot of creepy shit in that movie.
Unnecessarily creepy.
Like him thinking he saw the girl, but it's going to be a mound of like
holes. Oh, nigga.
Yes. I think the creepy shit is when it's like when you see something in the background, you're like, what's that? Yeah. And you're not sure if you're just like, am I supposed to be seeing what I see? Is this like a blooper or is this really happening? And then you notice that thing is moving. You like, oh, okay. That happened a few times. I forget what movie I was watching. I think that was in Hereditary. Where she's standing talking to somebody, whatever. You see this dark thing in the back and you're not thinking nothing of it. But then you start to realize like, that's a hood. And things like moving. It's slowly like it was crazy. I was like, ooh.
Can I say it was a secret?
Yeah.
It's really childish, but I don't care. So when I was younger, and honestly up until now, whenever I see something scary, I imagine that Ken comes in as my sis character and just like shurikens it with his fiery fist, and it disappears. But then
Ken turns around, he's like, and this is Thriller. You see, he got the Thriller jacket on and shit already. It's a Thriller night.
You got it.
Yeah, that's why he had to be for Halloween, huh?
Who?
Thriller, because he got the red on already.
Who does?
Ken.
What are you talking about?
Street Fighter Ken?
Yeah.
He wore red. And Michael Jackson had red on in the thing, right?
That's a reach.
No, but he had the jacket on and he was like, He turned around, he'd be a whole zombie. Imagine Ken be a whole zombie when he turn around.
Why you trying to like fuck up my childhood defender, bro? What you doing?
He go terminate the Hadouken gonna come to you, but you be like this. You got your eyes closed pretending he doing that, he turn around shooting at you, oh shit!
I close my eyes, I see him doing it. I'm like, I feel better.
Oh, you visualize like, oh, you gonna get him.
Yeah, he comes in, does a little thing, and just dips out. And like, it makes me feel so much better about like everything in life. Because he does that. And now that's why I'm screwed up. Like, he can't assist me no more.
He like,
he's not gonna evil out just so he can come get me, bro. Like, damn.
It's the big blast from like.
Now he comes in like this, and his fist is on fire.
Oh, he's not doing the blast.
No, he's doing shuriken.
Oh, you just say shuriken.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Damn, so you getting in close and personal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's about to finish.
Could you imagine see somebody doing Shuriken in real life, bro?
Oh, I lose my shit.
I would definitely record. That'd be one of the times where I would be like, I'm gonna turn this to the guy who's like, they should go get help. I'm gonna be the asshole with my phone. I'm not gonna get help.
For sure.
This is lit. Like, whoa. Like, they definitely just hit somebody with a Shuriken. Yeah, I'm totally watching that.
As soon as I see someone hit the pose, like, as soon as I see them, like, curl up and their fist is, like, not in their hand, but they look at their fist. Because I think Ken smiles when he does his, and Ryu has more of an aggression on his face. I just like peaceful aggression. But anyway, if I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, it's a wrap.
Oh, yeah. Especially when, you know, he got dark and got light around his fist. But is that a little lightning?
It's a wrap. I was like, oh, it's a wrap.
So black lightning come out?
Oh, it's a wrap.
Oh, yeah, it'd be bad. You'd be dead.
But
you went in rage mode?
You know how black people, like, they always, like, laugh and disperse at some shit?
Yeah.
That would mean, oh! It just run
Yeah,
off.
I would lose my shit. I'd be that one kid that'd be like this in the gif and he'd be like, oh, that's me. I'm like, oh. Like this nigga trying to fight the bull with the bull. Like, yo.
Did you see that? He got a nigga Shuriken, bro.
Yo, the bull with the whole lot of red on. Damn. Shit crazy.
That nigga on fire, bro. He ready to hit him with.
What would impress you more, a Shuriken or a Tatsumaki? Tornado cake, we'll go with that.
Tatsumaki.
Tatsumaki, there you go.
Tatsumaki's a cool kid. Yeah, definitely like fucking you up.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, yeah, that's bad.
You're not getting kicked in the face once. You're getting kicked in the face repeatedly.
Yeah, because you're just in the air. You're in the air with like pat, 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 pat.
And the fact that he's floating. Like, a Shuriken is kind of possible.
You got the, he's floating on him. I'm like, oh, shit.
I'm like, yo, he really hit this nigga 3 times and he ain't touched the ground yet.
Yeah, I thought it's a crazy thing to see in a fight of all things would be somebody get jungled. Like, see somebody get hit, and get hit again, and get hit again. I'm like, oh, okay. I probably pull a gun and shoot the person. Like, you're done. You gotta end this person's life now. Like, this is bad.
What's worse, getting juggled or getting kicked in the face so hard that you lift up in the air and you start spinning 3 times before you hit the ground?
I think getting juggled, because you might get juggled. So those who don't know, juggling is a gaming reference. Usually when you're playing like Tekken and shit or other fighting games, and this is when you get hit and your character never lands on the ground. They constantly get hit back into the air over and over again. That's called juggling. So the question is, would you rather get hit in the face real hard and just do it like so hard that you just spin in the air a few times and land on the ground, knocked out or dead, or would you rather get juggled? Now, the idea is that, again, if you're getting juggled, that means someone's like, you light work, literally. Someone's hitting you, and their hits are so hard, or you're so light that you're staying afloat in the air as they keep hitting you. I think getting juggled is worse. Because at this point, for your body to be that limp, if you're not able to catch ground, if you're not able to, like, even get snapped out of it, bro, like, you're probably already dead. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you ain't dead.
Because remember, on top of that, after that happened, you still gotta hit the ground. Like, you still gotta hit the ground, dog. You still have to hit the ground to get hit, like, 3 or 4 times.
Your back just hurt.
If you can feel your back, like, nigga, like, you're done. Like, the second you got hit the first time, because you have to get hit hard to get juggled. Like, you in the air. You're like, oh. But you gotta go up in the air, and then he do it again and again. Don't let you get juggled by King or some shit. He like, bloop, bloop, and then grab you.
I think that's the worst. To get grabbed out, to get lifted out of the air and somebody grab you out the air,
yeah,
that's worse.
Because you just in there will, like,
especially if he manages, like, to grab me and powerbomb me.
Or what if it was one of those continuous ones? You know, I came to the joint where he like grabbed you and bowed him, like bowed him, like bowed him, like bowed. You be like, I ain't get a turn, bro. You like, that is the way. I be like, man, King was good. I like King. I was never good at the game, but King was my favorite character. That boy was hard. that boy was hard. I was like, all right. Him and Eddie. I'm saying Eddie Guerrero. Eddie.
I almost said it too. I don't know his last name is now.
Does he have a last name?
I don't know. I think every character has a last name.
It's not Eddie Hwang. What's this dude's name? I don't know this nigga's name.
No, you good. I'll tell you later. But no, I remember they had Eddie, and he pressed start, he turned into Tiger, which is the same person, but he had different styles. He had different outfits. I thought it was fire.
What was that nigga name? Eddie Gordo.
Eddie Gordo.
So Guerrero wasn't that far off.
It wasn't.
Eddie Guerrero.
But we know he said Guerrero.
Yeah, I was like, that don't sound right. Gordo. That was.
We talking more of an orderly type Eddie Guerrero. When we said Guerrero, but we was like, I'm not supposed to say orderly and pinata and
Eddie Guerrero. Wasn't that the wrestler?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Latino he.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him. He was dead. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace.
That man was a beast. I liked him. He was a good one.
He was a big dude.
Was he big?
He was cocky. Not cocky.
He wasn't big. Eddie Guerrero wasn't big.
Ooh.
Eddie Guerrero wasn't big. Eddie Guerrero, he wasn't big, dude.
Bro, yes.
No, Guerrero?
He was swole, bro.
No, I don't remember Eddie Guerrero ever being swole.
If I said he was 220 all muscle, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, when I think of swole, I think like The Rock. I think like niggas like that. I don't think
for his height and size, yes.
Really?
I think he was crazy swole. That's a big ass dude, bro.
That's swole. Mind you, right here, he's sitting next to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was small.
There was an era, bro, where he was just like, I think he was Diesel. Like if you threatened to pick me up and toss me across the road, I would believe it.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, but
effortlessly with one hand, like that. I feel like there was one point where he was big enough. I thought, yeah, he can toss me around the room.
He is more swole than I thought he was. I didn't realize he was like that.
I think he's a bigger form of him than that.
Oh, okay, he was swole. I remember him being big. But then again, most of the wrestler dudes honestly are like swole the fuck up.
This swole is like,
because when you say swole, I thought of The Rock, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar's a different person.
Like he was like yeah.
That boy is different. Like if he told me he had some Brawley in his blood, bro, I'd be like, yeah,
that's Brawley. Yeah, no, he was sold up. He was really he was pretty swole. I didn't realize that.
When you have like muscles on your collarbone like that, when you can't put your
What's this called? Trapezoids or something like that?
Freakazoids.
Yeah, that's what he got. He got freakazoids. Remember that cartoon?
I do.
Yeah, freakazoids. Anyway, we get off basis. We are way off tangent. We should probably wrap it up because
we kind of lost.
We was off. But anyway, as we said, out of all the movies we saw here, the one we highly recommend, our shows that we highly recommend is Squid Game. And the other two, watch at your own will. I'm probably not gonna watch Night of Kings. But yeah, definitely to watch the other two at your own will. For the Squid Game, I gave it a solid 8. It honestly, I can't think of any reason why it couldn't be a 9 or 10, but I just feel like an 8 was like where it needed to be.
Sometimes like things are just good for what they are.
Right, they aren't meant to be like.
Yeah, like
what it was. I think a strong 8 out of 10, especially a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
like it was like a weak 8, but ooh, okay, you could go to 7.
Yeah,
but like when it's a strong 8, like no, we stood your ground. So I think that's where it is. Not everything has to be perfect. I think this is really good. I think you'll enjoy it. But yeah, that would be my recommendation. All the things here, Squid Game, 8 sponges out of 10. Check it out. If you have any movies that you want for us to watch or any shows you want for us to watch that we have not spoken about, or you want us to look at it again and try to come up with a different perspective, let us know. We'll definitely take a look.
I'm not looking forward to watching those scary movies, bro.
We'll do a scary movie thing later on. Maybe we don't have to do scary. I mean, what else could you do for Halloween? You could do like
we have to do scary movies. Cause I want to do the whole month of November. I think that'd be November. I want to do the whole month of October. I think that'd be dope. And you wanted to do it before.
Yeah, scary movie. I did.
I know. I didn't be considerate of me and shit.
To what we can do, if you want to.
Probably not.
We could do like, so instead of doing several different ones, we could do one and do a deep dive on that one. Does that make sense? You have to watch a bunch of scary movies. You take to one and you just deep dive into the character, but we'll have to do like more thorough, like character development, fun facts, things like that. So you can do it that way if you want to.
I'm fine with that.
That way you don't have to do a whole bunch of watching the scary stuff, but we still cover the scary basis stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So we gotta do one a week.
We do one scary movie a week. Or we'll just do a deep dive on that one, like character development, things of that nature.
I did want to see *Malignant*.
Yeah.
I honestly did want to watch that.
I know what you're talking about. I forget what it's called. *Malignant*.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Okay, I know what you're talking about then. I want to see the Candyman.
Oh yeah.
I want to see Candyman.
See, that I could. No, I don't know if I can do that. But yeah.
I think you can sculpt. I don't know about this one, but the old Candyman to me, they were more suspenseful than they were scary because his backstory was creepy and things of that nature. But they weren't like, what's that? And then, like you knew what Candyman looked like. There was never like you didn't know what it looked like. It was just like where was he coming from? You know, where was he going to be at?
When did you see Candyman?
Which one?
The first one. You see the second one yet? No, right?
The newest one?
Yeah.
I think there's more than one Candyman already out. Like I think there's more than one Candyman out, as far as I know. And this is like a remake.
So from what I heard, this new one's a continuation of the first one.
No, I thought there was more than one Candyman movie. Was
it
it not?
It may have been Candyman 2, but I thought it was just Candyman. Candyman, and you had this Candyman that came out.
Was there? Why do I think there was more than one Candyman?
I don't know.
Excuse me.
Honestly, bro, like I want to put it back. They may have done a Candyman 2.
Candyman Farewell to Flesh.
Yeah, see, I think that's supposed to be the second one. Yeah, see, that's the second one.
Okay.
But the one that they have now, that's supposed to be like a reboot.
Reboot.
I saw Reboot, yeah.
I want to see them. Okay, we're going to go start engineering. So that's what we'll do. We'll do one movie deep dive. That's what we'll do. That might work out. Maybe that'll be a thing. We'll deep dive. Okay, we'll try that.
Shit myself. This be one shit.
I'm about to shit myself.
Alright, yeah, so episode 178. Close us out.
I can't. Oh no!
I'm in my room.
Don't say going. No, I'm playing. Alright. Episode 178 of Cleaning Dishes. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us. If this is your 100, this is 178, not 179?
178.
Okay. If this is your first time tuning in with us, welcome. If this is your 178th time tuning in, welcome back. As always, you can catch the podcast at Cleaning Dishes Podcast on TikTok, at Cleaning Dishes on Instagram. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. Fantastic. That's where you can send any requests or any comments that you have to there. You can also catch Thomas at
T.Usrino Jr. on Instagram and Twitter.
Blow up his page, show him some love. We're going to be celebrating his birthday through the rest of the month. If you have you want to buy some shirts, some merchandise, you can always check out the website, cleandishespodcast.com. You can also check out
Atology.com/shop on
that's the
on
website?
the internet. Yeah.
on internet.
On the internet.
I'm on a platform called Internet. You can find me there. Oh, okay. Yeah, check out the Clean Dishes Podcast on Tinder. Check out the
Come on, bro.
You swipe them right for podcasts? Like, ooh, I like this one. Lean, y'all match. Like, okay, shit. No, but definitely check it out. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is episode 178. As always, clean your hands, stay healthy, and clean your plate. Peace.
Shit.
Snooki back here taking a shit. That dude died, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
That dude died. Rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace to AJ Johnson.
Yep. I was like, damn, that dude really did die.
You texted me that. I was like, that name sounds familiar as hell.
Yeah, I didn't know he died. I was like, what? Man. He was a house party.
He was?
Yep. He was he wasn't the DJ. I thought he was he wasn't really a friend, but he was always trying to be in with them and stuff. They were like, no, or he was was he one of the goons? No. I thought he was somebody's friend.
Shit, he wasn't one of the goons.
He wasn't one of the goons. I thought he was one of their friends that would be at the party and stuff and be getting on Will or Martin on time. Like, yo, like he was one of their friends. I think he was one of their friends. It was funny. That was a good movie.
That was. Hospital was a good movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this poop.
You do what you gotta do, bro.
What, see what like this?
Don't, bro,
you
don't.
like that, bro? I'm done. Understand it. No, I'm done.
That thing swinging?
No.